All right, folks, it's time now for the best show in Memphis that spotlights local Memphis musicians and local artists. Bad Penny Promotions. If they don't book your act, you don't owe them one bad penny. Together with Memphis music hotspot, The Phoenix, home of the Tuesday Night Blues Jam, present to you almost live, and in most cases, living color, ABC Channel 24's newest hit, Memphis Tonight. Brought to you every Saturday morning, 2 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. With host Donna Paget Bowers, lead singer for the Memphis Blues band Motherlode, and host of the weekly Tuesday Night Phoenix Blues Jam, Teodoro Alvarez. Tonight's guest, live from the Phoenix, the Queen of Blues, Reba Russell. The artwork of Miss Nina Graham. And a cowboy going solo, Cowboy Bob Sawyer. So sit back and get ready for 60 minutes of the best music and art Memphis has to offer, all balled up into the next half hour. But first, go call 20 of your best friends and tell them to tune into Memphis Tonight. And now, here's... Oh, wait. That's already been done. Yeah, here's Donna.
Hi, and welcome to Memphis Tonight. If you know anything about Memphis music, you know exactly who Reba Russell is. She is an amazing blues singer. When you hear Reba belt out the blues like only she can, then you're probably a diehard fan, just like I am. Welcome, Reba. It's so good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having us.
And your counterpart, Wayde. It's so good to have y'all here with me. I know that you've won a lot of awards, vocal awards from the local chapter of Neris, and you were nominated for a Blues Award in 2011. Yeah. Recognized as an emissary for Memphis music by the MSCMC in 2009. You've gotten lots of awards, so people here know who you are, and you've done background vocals on, is it Rattle and Hum with you?
That's correct.
Yeah, you too, and also the Soulsville album for Huey Lewis. Lots of blues artists you worked with. Other kinds of music too you've done work with, but so you're kind of a Memphis famous singer and songwriter, and
well, I think people like me because I get the job done.
You do get the job done. I just listened to her sing a while ago. She definitely gets the job done, and I believe that even though you're not a native of Memphis, you've been here since '73, so you almost are.
Well, I feel like my life really didn't start until I moved here, quite honestly.
And I know why that happened. You met this handsome man on the other side of you, and he convinced you to make music, and you've been with him ever since.
Yeah, we had mutual friends, and he heard me singing at a party, and literally just came up and offered, he just said, you're really good. I'd be happy to help you put a band together if you want to. And so, yeah, he's been my bassist for, gosh, I don't know, 35 years, 40 years, something like that.
How long have you been married?
Almost 30 years or 30 years.
How neat. Well, you sound wonderful together, and we're gonna take a listen to that right now and see how great y'all sound. And with you on stage also is Danny Green. We love Danny Green. He's on another segment on Memphis Tonight, but he'll be playing lead guitar, and Wayne will be on bass, and you'll be singing. And Cowboy Bob, roll that for us so we can get a listen to Reba and her friends.
Mississippi clay. I remember
love your lyrics to your songs. Did you write that one that we just heard?
Wayne wrote that song, and that's
Oh.
actually about him growing up in Mississippi as a little kid, and his parents were actually sharecroppers, and
Get
that
outta
grew
here.
cotton, and
Oh my
I think
goodness.
he remembers being pulled on the cotton sack. And
Yeah. My uncle, my uncle was land, but I think my daddy gotten out of the war, and they picked cotton every day, and I rode on the cotton sack. It was like being pulled down the road. You know,
That is so
and
cool.
that's a good way to sleep.
It's a good way to get a good suntan,
Yeah.
I know. Well, we also know you're a great artist, and we're going to cover that on another segment. I've seen some of your art today, and it's beautiful.
Thank
But
you.
I believe you have something coming up in November that's a gig for you, but it's also an art opening for Wayne.
Well, I had an idea of combining a gig and music, and so
Uh-huh.
we're going to do that at Neil's on November 20th, and we're going to have Wayne's art show and our trio playing that night.
That's great. If you haven't heard Reba perform, you need to go hear her. She's amazing with these two great gentlemen, Danny Green and Wayne Russell, playing with her. And if you haven't seen Wayne's artwork, you want to go. And I'm sure it'll be posted on Neil's page too. a little closer
Absolutely,
to
we'll
time.
be letting everybody know about
And
it.
I know you have 8 CDs out, and you perform a lot around town. If people are interested in having you perform at their venue, they can contact you on Facebook.
Yep.
It's just Reba Russell, and Cowboy Bob show it on the bottom of the screen, REBA RUSSELL on Facebook, and you can find out what's happening.
Hit me up.
Hit you up. And thank you so much for being here.
It
You know,
was
I
my
really am
pleasure.
your biggest fan. You know that,
Thank you
right?
so much.
And I'm going to be your biggest art fan,
Okay,
too. So
thanks.
thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll see you next time on Memphis Tonight.
C&P Enterprises, your #1 choice for full-service cleaning. Proud member of the Better Business Bureau and Hernando Main Street Chamber of Commerce. Proudly serving Hernando, Mississippi and surrounding areas with janitorial services for both commercial and residential clients for over 25 years. Great customer service is essential in our customer satisfaction. Ask about our 100% guarantee. We don't skip corners, we clean them. At C&P Enterprises, there are no hidden fees and no contracts. So give us a call today. C&P Enterprises, your #1 choice for full-service cleaning.
Hi, and welcome to Memphis Tonight. I am so delighted that I have an artist that I have so much respect for, Nina Belashova Graham. She is from Russia, born in Russia, and is a wonderful artist that we started carrying her at Painted Planet, I think, in 2006. And she works mainly in oil and in charcoal, and she's just an amazing artist. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome,
Thank you
Nina.
for having me. Thank you very much.
It's so good to have you here. I know that as long as I've known you, you've worked in oil. Have you always worked in oil?
Yes, I've always worked in oil.
What is it about oil that you like?
I think that it gives you an opportunity to work a little longer. You can change. You have a chance to change your idea. You can repaint it. So it's a really nice medium to work with.
And you've just kind of stayed there.
Yes.
I know you've stayed with that medium through the years, but your artwork, from what I understand, has kind of taken some changes recently.
Yes. I started, because I'm a sculptor actually, I started sculpting with oils, and it was really very interesting in the beginning, and then it went through the different phases. At some point I started painting with a thinner paint, and now I'm more happy colors mixed with a little bit charcoal, because life is a little harder than it used to be, so we need more colors and more happiness in our lives. So I'm in that phase now where I'm painting with more heavy colors and more bright colors.
Oh, neat. I can't wait to see. I've always loved your work. I always
Thank you
thought you
very
were
much.
a wonderful artist. And I know that you've been on a world trip recently.
Yes.
Where all did you get to go?
I've been in Europe. I traveled in France and Germany. It was Oktoberfest. I went to Russia, to Georgia, and it was a really, really very good experience. I went to lots of museums and saw lots of new things, old new things. So I'm very inspired, and
I imagine some of the things that you've seen while you were traveling may influence your new paintings that you're doing with your
definitely.
new style.
Definitely. It was very interesting. I started reading the stories behind those very well-known pictures that I never ever thought that would be idea of the painting. So I was very surprised. That influence, that I can say that's the influence.
How neat, how neat. I know you've kind of been on both ends of the spectrum in the art world. You've had a lot of different roles. You're not only an artist, but you were affiliated with a gallery in Washington, D.C. Tell us about that.
Yes, I used to work as a museum assistant in the Phillips Collection in Washington, D.C., and I really loved it. I had an exhibition there, and it was a wonderful, wonderful experience. Lots of great art, great pieces, and as a matter of fact, I met lots of great people.
Who'd you meet?
Steven Spielberg,
Wow.
and his beautiful wife, Joan Rivers, and she's as loud as in TV. She was very,
In
very,
person?
yes, in person. She was, yes. So it was really very interesting. Lots of famous people actually used to visit the gallery, and it was really very interesting.
Well, from being on both sides of it, from being an artist and then also with a gallery that sells art, shows art, I know that you probably have a better feel for the art world. How do you think the art world has changed since you've been working as a selling artist?
I think that it changed quite a bit before when I started. I can say academic painting was more appreciated on the other side of the world.
Right.
And everybody liked more realistic paintings. Whatever you see, whatever you see, you get whatever you see. So now I think that surrealism is more appreciated. Abstract is more appreciated. I think that just people don't want to be told what is what.
Right.
I think that they just want to just look at something and just decide for themselves what's in there.
I think that's true. I have an artist that I've worked with for a long time, and people will always say, "What were you thinking when you painted that?" And he'll say, "What do you believe I was thinking?"
Yes.
Which is an
It's
easy
up
way.
to you.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
yeah. So I know we have Victor Lupachev, who's from Russia, and he does critical realism, and I know that that's how probably you were instructed from the masters, and that was the way to paint. I've seen some of the studies that you've done on the art from so long ago, where it was so photographic realism, and you're amazing. You know,
Thank you
could
very
probably
much.
make a living reproducing a lot of things.
That's not a bad idea.
Probably more money in that. Well, when you get all your work together with your new style, I want to have an opening for you here at Painted Planet. And something else we might throw in, I heard from your handsome husband over here that you and I have something in common. We both sang a lot of opera when we were younger and still do, a little bit on the side. You apparently more than I do, and we both love opera, so we'll try to throw that in when we have the show, and I would love for you to sing more if you want.
I would love to.
But we can sing it then, or you can sing us a little bit right now.
I think I will wait.
Okay, that sounds good to me. If you're interested in Nina's work and you want to see more, or if you like some of the things you've seen on this screen as we've been talking today, you can reach her on Facebook under, and we'll have it printed on the screen, Nina Belashova Graham. And she will be starting a website really soon, and we just wish you the best of luck. It's always great to see you.
Thank you very
I can't
much.
wait to see the new art, and
Thank you very much.
thank you
and
for making Memphis a more beautiful place with your lovely work.
My pleasure.
Well, I was just a normal guy. Life was just a 9 to 5. Bills and pressures piled up to the sky. She never asked, she knew I'd been hanging with my wilder friends, looking for some other way to fly. Well, 3 days straight was no big feat. Get by on no food, sleep, and crazy was becoming my new norm. Well, I'd pass out on the bedroom floor, sleep right through the calm before the storm. And my life was just an old routine, every day the same damn thing. I couldn't even tell if I was alive. Tell you, the high cost of living ain't nothing like the cost of living high. Well, that Southern Baptist parking lot was where I'd go and smoke my pot, sit there in my pickup truck and pray. All staring at that giant cross just reminded me that I was lost. Never seemed to point me the right way. And as soon as Jesus turned his back, I found my way across the tracks, just looking to score another deal. With my back against that damn 8-ball, didn't have to think, talk, or feel. And my life was just an old routine, every day the same damn thing. I couldn't even tell if I was alive. I tell you, the high cost of living ain't nothing like the cost of living high. My whole life went right through my head, laying in that hotel bed, watching as the cops kicked in the door. Well, I had a job and a piece of land. My sweet wife was my best friend. Well, I traded that for cocaine and a whore. Well, my newfound sobriety, I got the time to sit and think of all the things I had threw away. Well, this prison is much colder than the one that I was locked up in just yesterday. And my life was just an old routine, every day the same damn thing. I couldn't even tell if I was alive. Tell you, the high cost of living ain't nothing like the cost of living high. Yeah, the high cost of living ain't nothing like the cost of living high.
They call it Stormy Monday, Albert Tuesday, it's just as bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they call it Stormy Monday, Albert Tuesday, it's just as bad. Wednesday's work, Play it for me nice and sad. Wayde, Peck. They call it Stormy Monday, but on a Tuesday, oh, it's just as bad. Yeah, they call it Stormy Monday, oh, but Tuesday, it's just as bad. Wednesday's work, whoa, and Thursday's work so sad. The eagle flies on Friday, oh, and Saturday we go and we play. Yeah, we all get paid on Friday, and Saturday we spend away. We go to church on Sunday, get on our knees and pray.
Thanks for joining us here tonight on Memphis Tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we hope you'll return again next week when we take another look at the Memphis music and art scene. If you have any questions or comments, or if you want information about being a sponsor, a partner, or an advertiser with our show, or if you'd like to make suggestions about who you'd like to see spotlighted on Memphis Tonight, you can reach us at the following email. I'm Donna Paget Bowers. I'm signing off tonight. I hope you have a great Saturday filled with lots of beautiful art and great music. And remember Memphis Tonight, same time next week.